Alright guys, what we've got for you now is a couple of beach fishing rigs. Obviously, many sort of different rigs you can use, different ways you can use the rig, so I'm just going to show you a few basics and you can sort of chop and change to suit yourself. Okay, what I've got here, I've got a couple of star sinkers, three-way swivels, you may use in the beach rig, clip swivels, your standard swivels, sinker clips, so they're running sinker clips, and gang hooks. Obviously it doesn't matter which sort of hooks you're using, depending on your bait and the species you're targeting. So I'll start by making a quick sliding sinker rig. How I like to do this, I get a short length of mono. What I have here is one swivel. Tie that quickly, just a quick uni knot. Now, with this rig you can use either your sliding sinker clip, or if you don't have those, just a snap clip. I'll use a sliding sinker clip just because we've got it here. Okay, you feed that on, and it's supposed to go all the way through, but there's obviously an instruction here. I'll try from the other end and see how we go. There we go, that's all the way through. Okay, then at the other end I just fix another swivel. Quick 3-turn uni, trim that off. Okay, so one end of this is going to fix to my main line. The other end of this, another bit of leader. Whether you have snelled hooks, a single hook or gang hooks, for the purpose of this I'm going to use gang hooks. Okay, so I'll just tie that on again, another quick 3-turn uni. Give myself a bit more of a tag in so I don't have to bite it. 3. Bear in mind guys, I should be putting a little bit of spit on these knots when I pull them up. I'm not at this stage, I'm not actually going to be fishing with this rig. Down the working end, here's my set of gangs. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Bit of spit on that one, pull it up. There we go. So what I have now, that's attached to my main line. That's free to travel up and down. The hooks. Now the beauty of this rig guys, why I like to use something like this, there's my swivel, clip it on. Lock it in, so I've got a bit of weight, I can cast get it out there. Alternately, you see a school of salmon or a school of tailor, you don't need the weight. Take your swivel off, just lock that clip up, and you're ready to bait cast straight away without having to fluff around and change rigs completely. So that's a very handy rig to use. Okay, another quick rig. I'll just cut this length of hooks off here. Is using a 3-way swivel. Got your 3-way swivel. Now, you can see there one of the eyes is a fair bit bigger. I like to attach that into my main line. Now, you can do this 2 ways. That's attached to your main line. You can have your sinker coming straight off here, or you can have your sinker coming off here. I tend to have the sinker coming off straight off here and a shorter length of line to my hooks. Why I do that is so the sinker's on the bottom, and when my line's tight, right in the rod holder, if I'm holding it on the beach, the bait's not actually sitting on the bottom, it's sitting off the bottom, it's floating around in the current, in the surf, you know, it's there for the fish to see. So how I tie this, again, I'll just cut this down a bit. So there's my hook section. 1, 2, 3. Up tight. Cut that. Again. Now, generally when I'm tying this rig, guys, depending on where I'm fishing, across sand it doesn't really matter. But if you're fishing across reef or anything like that, I like to tie my sinker section with a lighter bit of line. And why I do that, because my sinker is what's going to be on the bottom. If it tends to get snagged in a reef hole or anything like that, more than likely I can snap that line off and still get my hooks and bait back, and especially if a fish grabs it, leaves the sinker behind and I'm free to go on. Now to this end here, I like to attach a clip, only because that way I can change my sinker weights very easily depending on the current or the surf or the conditions. You see I use a 3-turn uni knot with all my terminal joints. Tie a clip, just clip this swivel sticker on. Okay, I'll do my best to try and show you without getting too out of focus. But there you go, there's your rig. So with that sitting on the bottom, the stingers on the bottom, my line's taut, my bait's floating around, something can come along and grab it. So there you go guys, a couple of quick basic surf rigs, and you can change to suit yourself.